Am I live? I think I'm live, but it's weird. I don't know where to look at. It's the other way around. So I guess that and my teeth seem purple when they're not. Anyway, oh good. Good morning, beautiful people. Where is the camera here? So I already have divergent eyes, right? Like they're not straight. And then the Facebook Live done on the computer makes me go the other way around. So you are, and I like that someone that is Dr. Erika Mangiapane is writing to me while I'm having a Facebook Live. Anyway, welcome everybody. Maybe you don't know me. I have no clue who is gonna be on this Facebook Live. I am Dr. apparently Erika Mangiapane, even if I never want to use my title. And I think that I have lipstick on my teeth, but it's okay. And this is Mythical Magical Body. I've been trying to create this series, gift to the world, however you want to call it, for, let's say, a year and a half now. And finally it came to life. And it came to life with the magic fairies on the title. The other day I was... for those people who don't know me, I'm an Access Consciousness certified facilitator. I'm a doctor just because I have a PhD that I basically took in my previous life before Access. I have a PhD in biochemistry and I love bodies. I've always loved bodies, and I'm combining now the two things and being a gyrotonic trainer to give that to gift people and allow people to get to that awareness and that space with body that is with their body, and in general with bodies, that is truly available. So I am gonna have a monthly Facebook Live, probably every second, I think, or first Wednesday of every month. We're gonna put all the details in the chat later. And I would love for this to be a space where people can ask questions about bodies, any kind, like from I have this pain to I want to increase the pleasure with my body in my life, from I had a disease to I want to create more ease with movement, whatever it is. I simply adore bodies. And actually it all started, I get that it all started when I was very young, very, very little, like a kid. I remember that I've always had this capacity to truly perceive what is going on in my body. I've always had this expanded and increased connection with my body. And I know it sounds crazy, but right now, watching myself like the other way around, I can see that my ring is on the wrong hand, and I feel very weird. So everything that goes on in my body is actually, in a way, it's always been super intense and super, how can I say? Yeah, just so intense that I've never known how and what to do with all of this. And when I met Access and when I met the Access tools, that has been probably the first moment in which I actually started to know what to do with everything I was aware of with my body and with bodies. And this is why I'm creating this space for you guys, for allowing you to, first of all, to acknowledge that you do have a body. Many people don't know that. I know it may sound stupid and crazy, but truly many people, most of the people on this planet, don't really know and acknowledge that they have a body. And they just do that when it's in pain, when there is something wrong, and when they can feel it because it is talking so loudly that they cannot ignore it anymore. And this has been actually one of the first things that I had to learn with my body, you know, get into that space where I wasn't simply present with it and aware that it was there just because it was in pain, but the steps that I had to take were like going from, okay, this is not working, I'm in pain, there's something wrong, to, okay, I can be with it and I can be present with it and I can create magic with it and I can expand it and I can have pleasure with it in every second, always, all the time. You know, this weekend I've been in the Brilliance class with Gary Douglas and Dane here, the founders of Access Consciousness. And we talked a lot, sorry, but I have something in my eye apparently that I cannot get rid of. And Gary and Dane talked a lot about bodies. And Gary said, weirdly enough, they said something brilliant about bodies. And he said, be the infinite body, don't try to fix your body. Which is, if you can just receive the energy of what he said about bodies, it already creates a space, a different space for you and for your body. You know, very often we consider our body as something that is what it is, you know, it's solid, it's a piece of meat, it's a flesh prison that we cannot get rid of. And it's not something that we can change because it is so solid that we think that we cannot do anything about it to create more space, to change it, to shift, to have more ease with it. But what Gary said is that basically two things that are like, I get like they are huge. If you can start to get this, that can really change amazing things for you without even having to work on them. He said that we do have an infinite body. You know, when we get to access, and sorry if I keep touching my eyes, when we get to access, we learn that we are infinite beings. And the first time I've heard Gary or Dane, I don't remember, saying that we also are and have an infinite body, I was like, what do you mean? What does having an infinite body means? Well, having an infinite body is stop buying into the lie that our body is just what we can see and what we can touch, and that since it is definitely more solid than our infinite being, it cannot get infinite and it cannot get expanded. But you know, it's very easy and you can do it right now. Just perceive your body and perceive the edges of your body, connect to your body and expand yourself and your body out to 100,000 kilometers. And notice how most of the pains, intensities, problems in your body all of a sudden start to disappear or they get softer. And that's because it's not true. It's a lie that we bought that our body is so little. It's that box in which we are confined, and that defines what we can receive, what we can perceive. Our body is so much bigger than that. And if we could start to allow it to be that, like how you say that in English, that magnitude, that space, we would have much more ease. So what if you could start simply asking, body, show me your infiniteness. Body, what would being infinite look like? What would be infinite look like? Body, if you chose to be the infinite body that you truly be, what space would you be able to occupy? And how much space would you be able to occupy? And perceive what changes in your body. You see, my body gets excited. It's like I've had all this pain for the last 2 months, contractions, gut problems, I've had anything. And I've never been so energized and so willing to, Jesus, my eye today, and so willing to create and expand and expand. And it's been the first time, not the first time, but one of the first times in my life in which I've been willing to go beyond, in which I've been willing. There's a fairy that is telling me that my microphone is scratching. In which I've been willing to go beyond the pain and still create. So how much, this is great, how much have you made the pain in your body the limited point of view that you cannot overcome, and how much have you used the pain in your body to stop yourself from creating the life and the living that you truly desire? And everything that is times a godzillion, can you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, podpoco, 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And for those of you that just jumped on this and don't know about access or don't know the clearing statement, the crazy thing that I've just said is the Access Consciousness clearing statement. And you can learn more about it on theclearingstatement.com, I think, in many different languages. Cool. So please start to get the sense of your infinite body and what it can do, what it is capable of if you just allowed it to perceive, know, be, and receive what it is to be infinite, and what are its capacities beyond what you have learned up till now. And then, going back to what Gary said in the Brilliance class, which I'm gonna look at again. It said, don't be the infinite body, don't try to fix your body. I remember Dane, I think it was the truly living as interesting point of view call. Dane was saying, we can use the access tools to get slightly better and improve our lives and our bodies in this case, or we can be the access tools and stop pretending that we have to fix what is not working in our life, and stop pretending that there is something that is not working in our life, and truly by being the access tools creating our life and our living. So what if there was nothing wrong in your body? There was no pain, no suffering that is a wrongness. And what if everything that you are experiencing with your body that is intense, that you would like, it was different, was not actually a problem, but it was the possibility to get you to what you have been asking for and what you have been looking at creating. As I told you, these past 2 months, I had a lot of pain and problems. And I've bought a lot into them as well. But also I've acknowledged how much all of this and how much my body is giving me the information that actually I've asked for. When you start using the tools and you start getting a sense of what you want to create and be, you're actually demanding something different of you and of the universe. And the universe is going to deliver you the information and the awarenesses that you have been asking for in many different ways, including through your body. So what if, instead of thinking that what is going on with your body is wrong, or it's a problem or an issue or a pain or a suffering or a disease, whatever that is, what if you could actually be grateful because your body is giving you that information, even if you don't know what it is telling you. But if you started now to acknowledge that everything that is going on in your body is just information about what you have been asking for, about the earth, about the people around you, if you could just acknowledge that and be grateful for that gift that your body is willing to be, if you could start to receive the gift that your body is willing to be for you, you would truly start to have much more ease, and you would allow yourself and your body to let go of everything that is not pleasurable, everything that is not fun, everything that it is going through that is not wrong but might be intense. So what if now you could all connect to those little problems, pain, suffering that you do have, and you could truly expand through them and allow the gratitude to create more space between those contracted molecules. Because when you do have gratitude for whatever is going on, when you truly, it's not like, oh yes, I'm grateful because this is showing up and you have this energy, when you're not truly grateful. But when you are truly grateful because you are acknowledging and recognizing that your body is there to support you, in that moment, you can receive more of what it is telling you. And you don't go into the wrongness of it, but you can actually go into more questions. So, body, what are you telling me with this? Body, if there was nothing wrong with you, if there was nothing to fix, what information could I now receive from you that would allow me and you to change this? And everything that doesn't allow that with total ease can we please destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, both powerful, 9 shorts, boys, and beyonds. Cool. So, watch your mic as it's scratchy. Thank you, Mr. Crosskill. Now I'm gonna speak like that. And I'm reading the comments. Graham, what's the witchcraft wording? And he laughs. That's interesting. So the clearing statement, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, ladies, for putting all the details and stuff. So please know, people, that you can still ask me questions about anything, whatever is coming up for you, for your body, whatever you want to know also for the next Facebook Lives. I would love just to invite you from the awarenesses that I shared and that you might have received from these Facebook live. I can do that. I can say live. I would love you to connect to that space of the mythical, magical body that you have and be. I use the fairies. I use Tinkerbell on the graphic because I know that is the space that we can all have with our body. I know that capacity to change and shift anything is something that we do all have available and that our body has available to it. So would you be willing to just claim on and acknowledge that? Would you be willing to ask for more of it? And would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everywhere you bought that was not real and true, and that was not an actualizable possibility for you and your body, and everything that doesn't allow that, right, wrong, with bad, for Pockle, 9 shorts, boys and beyonds? What if the mythical, magical body that you have and be, what if that mythical, magical creature was something that can contribute to you all the time? And what if that was truly your reality with your body and with bodies? What if nothing was impossible? Nothing was unchangeable? What if everything that shows up in your body was the possibility to get to greater awareness. If you are on this journey of consciousness, you have to be willing to bring your body with you. And as soon as you start bringing your body with you, it is gonna give you and show you what you have been asking for, but not the way you're expecting it to. You know, it always shows up in a, how do they say now? I have it in Italian, I don't have it in English, of course. It never shows up the way you think it will. Exactly that. Same thing with your body. You're asking for something, you're demanding something, it will show up not the way you think it will. And your body is not linear. Your body doesn't go, oh, I'm eating this is gonna be the result. So everywhere you think and you concluded that your body is linear, that if you do A, that equals B, and that it has to do everything that you want because you are the boss, can you please destroy and uncreate it all and acknowledge that your body has its own awareness, its own preferences, and it truly knows what it wants to do, what it wants to eat, who it wants to eat, what it wants to drink, where it wants to sleep, what it wants to wear, blah, 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 all of that. And everything that doesn't allow that with total ease, and everywhere you it seems that you are losing your power and your control on it, yes, thank God. What if it could be the boss for everything that concerns it? And everything that doesn't allow that, right, wrong, good, bad, foot, poco, nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Let me go through. Thank you for this video, just coming at the right time. You're welcome, Gerald, whatever. My body will never learn to move the tongue. That's not true. The tongue, the way it's required to pronounce that name. So I think that's it for today, unless you guys have more questions. Whatever, just connect to me. If you have things coming up with your body, if you want to add your questions or your comments to the chat here, or you know where to find me, on Facebook, on WhatsApp, in classes, wherever, I'm available. And I'm so looking forward to creating a different reality, a different possibility, truly a reality beyond this reality with bodies, a reality in which we don't have to buy into what the doctors say, in which we know that there is no one else that has a greater knowledge and a greater awareness about our body more than we do. So please acknowledge that. Please truly start trusting what your body knows and what you know about your body. Perceive how much more ease there is when you do trust you, when you do trust your body. And perceive how much space you can have when you do not buy into the lie that doctors, this reality, your best friend, your sister, your mom, whatever, the cat, knows more than you about your body. Yeah, so if you could start to know everything that you know about your body, what reality would you be able to create? And how much ease would you be able to create? So beautiful people, I would say see you next time, which I have no clue when it is because I don't remember my calendar. I suppose the first or the second week of February. I'm super, super grateful. There will be the link so that you can register, so that you can access the recording. And I'm going to see you next time. Mwah. Have a wonderful day. Include your body. Ask questions to your body and have fun with it. Mwah. Bye. Do you want to end? End.